faster than a hairpin trigger. Don't you say, don't you say it. Don't say, don't you say it. One breath, it'll just break it. So shut your mouth and run me like a river. Shut your mouth, baby, stand and deliver. Holy hands, pull and make me a sinner. Like a river, like a river. Shut your mouth and run me like a river. Choke this love till the veins start to shiver. One last breath till the tears.
Your season starts now.
Tales of an endless ride. Cursed is a fool who's willing. Can't change the way we are. One kiss away from killing. Don't you say it. Don't you say it. Don't say it. Don't you say it. One breath, it'll just break it. So shut your mouth and run me like a river. Shut your mouth, baby, stand and deliver. Holy hands, pull and make me a sinner. Like a river, like a river.
Start the regular season by selecting your season goal.
Choke this love.
Meeting your season goal gives high rewards, but does
Till the tears start to wither. Like a river, like a river. Shut your
kick off your week by installing your game plan.
like a river, 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 like a river. Shut your mouth and run me like a river. Like a river. Shut your mouth, baby, stand and deliver. Holy hands, pull and make me a sinner.
Gentlemen, you saw exactly what I saw, didn't you? Their offense has been talking smack about us all week. All week. Let's go. All right, man. Bring it in tight. Bring it in tight. All right, let me tell you something. Today was great. You guys went out there and executed flawlessly. You keep practicing.
Kick your season off by starting your first game.
Know how I got to the finish, bro. don't make no difference.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. Of all the things to keep an eye on here in opening week,
Now a play fake here on first down. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now the 6-year man from Alabama, it's Mark Ingram. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. And this is a guy straight out of college. They're not going to try to groom for a year or two. They want him to produce right away.
That's why they took him in the 1st round. They expect him to be a starter right away and a future All-Pro. So they don't have any time to wait for him to come along. They want him to play right now to help this team.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy, got the best players they could at the time they were drafting, and inserted them into their lineup.
He gets it to Brown, complete. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
And the ball carrier there, Mark Ingram, in his 6th season now with the Saints.
Yet to have a 1,000-yard season, but any guy who wins the Heisman Trophy, you know the potential's always there.
Yeah, but you're right. Yet to get to 1,000. Had 769 last year in 12 games.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
Here's Breeze. It's complete to Brown, right side. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time. It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Justin Ellis in there to drop him with his first sack of 2016. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage or do you do it with pressure?
The Saints coming out now to take the field. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal. And I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not all now joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break. adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. Back near his goal line. Here's Breeze. And Breeze is going to go down in the end zone. A safety. So they go with... Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time they surrendered to safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points. We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First-level defensive line, second-level linebackers, third-level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first-level run, and it was stopped by a second-level player.
It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. And the offense lining up 1st and 10.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Now Breeze throwing on second down. And it's caught. Kobe Fleener. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves to James. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
And there's a nice completion to Kobe Fleener, and no one can be happier than Drew Brees.
They had Jimmy Graham for all those years, Ben Watson last year, and now coming south from Indianapolis, Fleener. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. Travis Carey there to make the tackle. 2nd and 5.
Now that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front, because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Over the middle, it's Thomas. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it, because you're running away from people on it.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you don't lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
A good pickup there at 22. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right, because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
Nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
2nd down following the incompletion.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play,
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And welcome back, the offensive unit. They took the timeout, and now they get set to line up as we resume action. Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. This will be caught inside the 10. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. Breeze to throw on 3rd and 1. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
On 3rd and 1, I think everyone in the stadium thought they'd try and run the football there, but they tried to surprise the defense and hit something through the air. Instead, it results in an incompletion.
And Barth puts it through. And 2 field goals now mean they take a rare 6-. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play? Give them a lot of credit. They ended up running the ball on a key 3rd down situation. They were staring 3 and out in the face and found a way to flip the script and keep the ball moving on offense.
Ingram again, a first down carry. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. Reggie Nelson, the free safety, in on the stop. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. On 2nd down, here's Breeze. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks, because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where's prime.
The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Mark Ingram, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. And his kick is good. Is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially.
And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Justin Ellis in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for third down.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to... Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistent.
They have pressure coming, and they got him once again. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. And they went empty backfield and because of that, nobody was there to pick up the blitz.
And you know that offenses, when they go with the empty backfield, they have different things designed on every play to try to account for things. But what people often forget, defense is audible as well. And a lot of times when they see an empty backfield, they audible right into a blitzing situation.
So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock. On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Mario. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. To throw is Breeze. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Thomas the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. And they're going to speed things up here.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way. Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure, create.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on second down. Breeze to throw on second down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. There goes Mark Ingram. The 20, 10, and he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. So that puts them in field goal range, but I don't think they're thinking field goal here, partner.
No, not at all. At this stage of the game, they're thinking 6 because a touchdown sends them home. No more playing, and no one wants a tie at this stage anyway.
And that big scamper certainly will help them to that end of winning this game. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
I don't know about you, partner, but I'm rubbing my eyes after that play. Did we just see that runner not get yardage? A big-time play by the defense. It does happen occasionally, even against the best running backs who are having big days.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
It appears that the pressure is affecting him today. Normally, he knows exactly when to get rid of the football, but today, because he's been hit a few times, he's getting rid of it a little bit too quickly.
And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to keep the game alive. And Bart puts it through. And we are tied once again here in the overtime. Well, we thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goes from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it.
So for the Raiders, their future home is still a bit murky, but one thing's certain, they're 1-0 to begin the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis.
Once you're ready, go ahead and select Advance Week to get to your next game.
Where you and me, we show our hearts, yeah, entirely. Deliver me from reality and take me to my fantasy. Tell me we can make this real. If we can follow what we feel. I'm running, but I've reached the edge. And now I'm falling, so promise that you'll catch me.
All right, man, eyes up, eyes up. Take a look what we got here. Let's remember what we're running here.
We ready?
Okay?
Red 18! Red 18! Hey!
You better not be the
Here we
one
go!
down,
Red 18! Red 18! Hey!
cause we've been putting in the more work.
All right, here we go! Red 18!
We only
Red
take what
18!
is ours.
Hey!
So you better not be
Here we
the
go!
one to
Red 18!
doubt
Hey, man, that was great. I mean, you had a great day today. You taking it.
So you better not be the one to doubt us. 'Cause we gon' blow your mind. 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 I don't need much. I don't need another friend. Be no sweetheart. You don't see me holding hands. Whoa, come and raise my love and come on, take me on and on. Yeah, on. Fortune faded love. Fortune only favors me. I'm sick of waiting for you to come and fill my need. Oh, yeah. Ba-ba-da-da-da-da. Ba-ba-da-da-da-da. Oh, yeah. Saying ba-ba-da-da-da-da. Ba-ba-da-da-da-da. Woo-hoo. Keep on working, love. You know I do the best I can. Oh, yeah. Look who's talking, you know. I'm your man. I'm your man. Whoa, come and raise my love and come on, take me on and on. Yeah, on and on and on. Ba-ba-da-da-da-da. Ba-ba-da-da-da-da. Oh, yeah. Oh, now. Ba-ba.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. In last week's win, this guy played like a house on fire. He rushed the passer with such energy that they just could not stop him, and he wound up with a pile of sacks.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Second down following the run.
I know it's a word that we tend to overuse, but Devontae Freeman can be awfully explosive with the ball in his hands.
He showed at the beginning of last year. He had 10 touchdowns the first couple months. The Falcons themselves were red hot, then sort of went down the tubes a little bit toward the end.
Yeah, their team's record and his production declined the same way, but I really like his overall game.
And that's the connection, Ryan to Jones, that this defense obviously has to key in on.
Certainly feels like they got the party started with that one, doesn't it? And when those two get in sync, it just scares the heck out of defenses because he can hit Julio Jones in a short zone, and he can take it the whole way.
Fresh set of downs here.
How about the timing on that one, where they were in sync, weren't they? Three-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. He's brought down that time by a couple of Raiders.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there, and it's third down. And as a first-rounder, a lot of eyes on him, a lot of expectations.
And he has to play well in his rookie year. Those days of coddling guys and bringing them along slowly, those days are long gone. When you're drafted in the first round, they expect you to play right away, and the community's eyes and fan base, they'll be on you the entire way.
And you take a look at this draft class from a season ago, really it grades out as a pretty darn good class.
So you have to give a lot of credit to the entire scouting organization. General manager, personnel department, college scouts, all came together. They evaluated it very well and got a nice payoff.
And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for